In the ever-changing world of business, an organization's success depends on constantly meeting new challenges and adapting to the marketplace. I'm Greg Gumbel. From e-commerce to investing, business strategies to human resources, join me as we take a closer look inside the workings of the modern global economy. Welcome to the Economic Report. Since the dawn of the 20th century, oil has always been one of the most important commodities in the world. Let's take a closer look at this vital industry.
The growth of economies in China and other nations has resulted in an increasing demand for a diminishing resource.
Well, as much as we'd like the world to be a different place, the fact is that global demand for fossil fuels just continues to escalate unabated, especially in India and China, where they're consuming almost 40% of world production right now. And that can't help but descend in higher prices to people in the U.S., just everyday people who put gas in their cars. Well, one of the major problems we have right now is world oil production is behind world oil consumption, and that can't help but drive prices higher. And it's only going to get worse. Even in the near term, you may see prices go down. But as world events unfold that we can't predict, we are at the mercy of the foreign oil producers, especially in areas where there's supply risk, areas like the Persian Gulf and areas that are affected by hurricanes. So having domestic production reduces that risk for us.
This supply and demand paradox is manifesting itself in rising fuel costs and an increasing dependency on oil imports.
Well, as much as we'd like the world to be a different place, a more stable place, the fact is that demand for fossil fuels has done nothing but skyrocket over the last 5 to 7 years, especially in India and China, where they're consuming about 40% of world production right now. And anytime you have that big of a demand, you're going to have prices go up, and it's going to go up for you and for me and for our families here in the United States.
To break this dependency, domestic oil exploration companies are using new technologies to search for and extract the reserves.
We use a state-of-the-art drilling practices such as horizontal drilling, which gives us access to reserves that we'd only typically have if you were drilling vertical. Also, we reprocess 3D seismic data using a proprietary filtering technology, which gives us much more accurate results. Additionally, we're one of only 2 licensees in the world who has access to this technology, so it gives us a great advantage in our drilling techniques.
Today's technology combines traditional 2D and 3D seismic interpretations with state-of-the-art visualization models that pinpoint precisely where the oil reserves lie. Perhaps just as important as the technologies used in domestic oil exploration is the fostering of strategic relationships within the industry.
Our strategic partnerships have been invaluable to our success. Our strategic partners are not only known and respected inside the oil and gas industry, but they collectively have over 30 years experience drilling wells. Okay, they've given us access to prospects that not only have sound technical merit, but also have a much higher probability of success. And that's been completely invaluable to our success. The geographical area that we're heavily invested in has a minimum of 400 billion barrels of oil in it. So it's real important that we invest heavily in our own backyard rather than relying on foreign imports.
By exploring areas in our own backyard, such as the Gulf of Mexico and the Mid-Continent Basin, 2 areas currently being explored by SeismaOilResearch, the nation is in a position to rely less on imported oil and ease the burden caused by increasing fuel costs.
Our common goal is to ease our dependence on foreign oil. The way we're going to do that is by increasing domestic production. Okay, for us to do that, we need to utilize the resources that we have here in America before we go elsewhere.
For more information on this story, please visit SeismaOilResearch at www.SeismaOilResearch.com.